Now at 6, there's a new rideshare service coming to town, but this one won't have drivers behind the wheel. Waymo is bringing its driverless vehicles to St. Louis, a first for the state of Missouri. John Kipper reports on how the service will work and why this mode of transportation is causing some concern tonight, John.
Yeah, Morgan. Well, those Waymos are going to start off in downtown St. Louis, where I am right now, and eventually will expand region-wide. And again, to start off, they're going to have a driver inside. But initially, there's going to be no one behind the wheel, and that's something WashU has been testing for years.
But we can indeed put them in the middle of a street and make sure that the cars don't actually crash.
In McKelvey Hall on Washington University's campus, you'll find a miniature city used to test autonomous vehicles. Computer science professor Eugene Vervachek says their model allows them to test riskier scenarios than what can be tried in real life.
Could create environments that are visually challenging. For example, we can replicate things that look like snow that are not actually snow.
Now, this model lets them test out unusual situations without doing a computer simulation, such as stickers on a stop sign or even tanks in the street.
Essentially, you can simulate in this environment all kinds of weird things.
Unique situations have occurred in other cities. That includes a cat hit in San Francisco, leading to politicians calling for more regulations. And just this week in LA, a Waymo drove through a police standoff.
Few and far between.
Jared Bright with Mothers Against Drunk Driving says Waymos can help get impaired drivers off the road. Matt even partnered with Waymo because of where driverless vehicles could lead.
Autonomous vehicles hold kind of that exciting promise of preventing deaths and injuries caused by those behavioral factors, including impaired driving.
The technology has been in cities like Phoenix and San Francisco for years. First Alert 4 staff have even experienced it firsthand. Now all St. Louis residents can soon give it a try. But some say some paperwork needs to be done first.
According to the regulations on the book now, if they're offering fares, they would need to be licensed and get that through the commission.
Commissioner at the St. Louis Metro Taxi Cab Commission, Michael Goldie, tells me Waymo has not even tried to reach out to them, but hopes they do.
Got to make sure the vehicles are licensed and insured to protect the public.
Back at WashU, Vervachek says they found issues with lighting and shadows, plus tire marks throwing off one test. Still, he speculates autonomous vehicles are here to stay.
I would expect, just like any technology innovation curves, there's going to be probably a point where it's just going to become acceptable.
Now, Goldie with the Taxi Cab Commission says he's excited about this happening, but fears it will put rideshare and taxi cab drivers out of work. Morgan?
Pick today for sure, John. But what are local leaders saying about bringing autonomous vehicles to St. Louis?
Yeah, we actually just spoke with the mayor of St. Louis, Kara Spencer, just around an hour ago, and she says cities like St. Louis should be embracing technologies like Waymo.
I have spoken to the folks over there at Waymo. Expressed a lot of willingness to work with them to figure out what this looks like. I mean, being at the forefront, again, of technology is exciting for our city, and it's a great opportunity for expanded transit options for St. Louisans.
Now, Spencer adds, while Waymo is focused on St. Louis right now, the state of Missouri needs to start putting in regulations for driverless cars as this technology continues to expand. Reporting live downtown, John Kipper, First Alert 4.
John, thank you.